Okay everyone, the first step is I have a terracotta pot here, but being terracotta, it is a porous material, so we have to waterproof the inside. So I have a waterproofing solution. I think it's like a liquid rubber. It is non-toxic because I want to put a couple of fish in here. So we need to give it a couple of coats. So we'll start now with the first coat and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm not doing a really extra thick coat or anything like that. I am going to be doing 2 coats at least. We'll see what it looks like after the second, but slowly but surely, just get there, work my way around. I'm only going to come up to this rim as well. I don't want to have water coming right to the top because I plan to have a small fountain kind of system, so I don't want the water splashing and coming over the edge. I just want to come up here and yeah. Nearly there. Okay, that's the first coat. So I'm supposed to leave it for a minimum of 4 hours before a second coat, but I think I'll just do it tomorrow. Okay, so it's been a few days. Now we're going to give it a second coat. It's obvious it needs one, so we'll give it a second coat and then let it dry and have a look if it needs a third coat, but time for the second. G'day everyone. It's been a while since we've painted the pot. It's had a long time to dry. So at the moment we're just moving the pot into place. So this is where we're going to place it in the end. Now I've already flattened out the soil using our level. So the area is prepared. We know it's a nice flat solid base because this will weigh a hell of a lot once it's full of water, but this is well and truly ready for that. So I've pre-positioned it where it's going to go and marked where the center of the pot is. So here I've dug a little channel, and this little channel is where the hose is going to go once we've placed the pot down in its final spot. So the pot will be around here and this will be inside the pot. So this will go off to the waterfall at the end. So now we're going to lift it into position with the pipe, and the pipe will sit in this little recess and it won't get squashed by the weight of the pot later. Alright. That's spot on. That's spot on. Okay, so we've just lifted the pot into position, and I know now you can see the setup to get our level. It's spot on both ways. Everything's looking good. Come and have a look at the pipe. The pipe is sitting up in the center of the pot now. And you can see it's nice and loose underneath there. There's no pressure on it at all. So now the next job is we've got to get the power lead for the pump and pass it through the same hole. And then we're going to silicone it up and let it dry before we fill it with water. Okay. Okay, so just realised that we stuffed up, and don't make this mistake at home. So we have our pump, but clearly we're not going to fit our plug through the hole with the pipe there. So we've got to take the pipe out, put the plug through first, and then pull the pipe through the hole with the lead only. So let's do that. Right, plug through, pipe back through the bottom. Okay. Sit them in our trench. Alright, lower that down again, mate. Okay. Whew. Now we have the pump and the pipe good to go, ready for some fresh, friendly silicon. Okay, so I have my silicon ready to go. We're going to silicon up the hole. So we have our pipe and our pump in here already. One thing I've allowed for is enough cable on the pump, so when I want to service it or clean the filters, I can pull it up out of the water and see it and do what I need to. So I've got enough slack for that to happen. So now it's just time to get it done. So because I've just painted this, I know it's nice and clean. The surface is ready just to accept the silicon and the pipe's all nice and clean and whatnot. But if you're doing an old pond or something, you want to make sure that there's no dirt or dust or grime on there, because the silicon has to stick to something. So I know that this is a good surface for that, and we're going to do it. I'm just going to start low inside the hole and work my way around and just build it up. Just pumping a fair bit down the bottom, so I should be oozing out the bottom of the pot now. Now we'll just build it up here a bit. I'm not being shy, I want to use a fair amount. Overlap the top so it creates like a plug. We're definitely not going to have any leaks, hopefully. Definitely, hopefully. It's a good way to say. That's about it, really. Now it's not supposed to rain here for a good day and a half, so that'll give it plenty of time to cure before it does get a little bit of water in here from the rain, but I'm not going to fill it up for probably at least a week, just to make sure that it's all gone off. I reckon that's it. I'm going to call that installed. In a second. So at about the same time, when I do fill this up with water, I'm going to go to our local dam that I know has some water lilies, and I'm going to go and get one and have it ready just to put in here at the same time to get a nice healthy little ecosystem happening. I'm going to just, the pipe that's outside here, the extra pipe that I have, I'll just have it filtering in here temporarily, just on a stick or something, until I do the final waterfall. So I want to keep that water circulating. I don't want it to just become stagnant before I do finish the waterfall. So yeah, now we'll let it sit for another week and see you after that.